There. Oh, well. Mount Vernon, Illinois. Exit 95. I believe it's 95. I believe it's 95. I-57 northbound. So we stopped here at the Hucks. We did a quick load check. Washed the window off a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see. It's not too bad out here this morning. I mean, I had a little bit of a delay. There was a road closure a little bit south of here. Ate up about 20 minutes of my time, sitting around in traffic. First left onto I-57 north. But we are going to get back on the old highway. We are making our way north. I-57, I-64. And we're going to stay on I-64 and head over towards St. Louis. Now, we are not going to go into St. Louis. We're going to get off, I think, exit 23, I think it is, 27, 26, 23, something like that. And we're going to take Illinois 4 through the town of Lebanon to get up to I-55. So we're going to have a little bit of back road. Pardon me. But that is what they are directing me to take while I have this oversized load. So I've been on that road many a time. It's a nice little shortcut to stay outside of St. Louis, to get from I-64 to I-55. Why? Why? Why would you do that? Reckless jackass. Oh my God. Why did you feel the need to do that? There's no reason for you to need to get over. None. XPO. Oh my God. What is your problem? Oh my goodness. That is not how you pass somebody. I'm sorry if I'm yelling. I apologize, but that was reckless and dangerous. 10, 15 feet off my front bumper. He's pulling over. See this? More than a truck length. Turn signal. Wait. Move over slowly. When you're fully in the lane, then you turn off your turn signal. That's how you pass safely. Oh my goodness. We are taking a tractor. We are taking a John Deere 8270R to Galesburg, North Dakota, a little bit north and west of Fargo, North Dakota. We're bringing this up from Waynesboro, Georgia, a little bit south of Augusta, Georgia. Right now we are on I-64 westbound Illinois. We got about 48 minutes to exit 23. Yeah, like I thought I was going to take. They're at Muscatau, heading up towards Lebanon, Illinois. We are going to stop up in Lincoln, Illinois, I believe it is. The town's called Lincoln. There is a Thornton's with Pilot Flying J Fuel there. We're going to pop in there to do another load check. After that, we are going up to Iowa 80. We're going to be stopping in there. Walcott, Iowa, world's largest truck stop. That'll leave a remaining 520 miles to go. 522 miles to go to my delivery in Galesburg. But I'm not going to go all the way to Galesburg. I'm going to be stopping in Fargo. On Saturday. And then from there, like I said, we'll make our delivery Monday morning in Galesburg. Then we are going from there. We are taking our empty truck back to Hawley, Minnesota, where we're going to pick up a Neville trailer, an agricultural trailer that's supposed to be 12 foot wide. We're going to take that out to Washington State. So, like I said, we got about 2.5 hours to get up here to Lincoln to do our next load check. And we have approximately a little over 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes roughly to Iowa 80, which let's see, it is 10 o'clock a.m. right now, Central Time. So 12:30, roughly 3 o'clock, I'll get into Iowa 80. And since I have 500 miles to go and I cannot deliver until Monday. I'll just drive all day Saturday, about 500 something, about 500 miles Saturday. Park it, Monday morning, go make my delivery, bing, bang, boom. I can get my laundry done, which I really need to get done here at Iowa 80. I got a few things I need to pick up, so I'll be doing that. Whispers, how you doing? Well, you know, when I have a long drive, you know, unfortunately, I gotta time things where I can stop for the night, where I have to worry about curfew times because I'm on permits, when I can start in the day, when I can stop if I can or cannot drive at night, when I can deliver, you know, the regular rules of the road, how many hours I'm allowed to drive, the weather, the road conditions, the traffic, all that kind of stuff goes into the amount of miles that you can do. So today, let's see here. Yeah. So, well, no, it's more than that, sorry. 636 miles to my destination north of Fargo. To Iowa 80, we have another 330 miles, roughly, to Iowa 80. Let's see. I really would actually prefer to get to, well, see, I'm stopping at Iowa 80 to do a load check, to do a 30-minute break. I got a couple things I want to buy, but it would be nice to stop there and do laundry. I see, I can't stop there and not really worry about it. Get up the road a little bit further. I'll see how I feel when I get there. Do I want to go on? Do I want to wait? Do I want to do those miles Saturday? It doesn't really matter either way because I have the time to get there, so it doesn't matter either way. I mean, if I go another 114 miles up to Evansdale to Waterloo, Iowa, I'm a little bit closer, about 2 hours, a little under 2 hours closer, and that's really not that big of a deal. I'm not going to get offloaded on Saturday. I'm not going to get offloaded on Sunday. So the distance versus the time, I can afford to stay in Iowa 80. But I'll see how I feel to get there. If I feel I want to go a little bit further, I'll go ahead up the road towards Waterloo, Iowa, and park up there. Not that big a deal. Well, see, the highest number of miles I've done in one day, 688. That's the most miles I've ever driven in one day, 688 miles. That is also with stopping to do my inspections, you know, my pre-trip inspection, my load checks throughout the day, my 30-minute breaks, fueling. As long as I know I have a parking spot at the end, If I have a parking spot at the end of the day, I'll go. As long as I know I have a guaranteed place to park and I know I can get there, I'll do them kind of miles. I'm not one of these guys that tries to do the maximum amount of hours and maximum number of miles every single day. It doesn't pay, One, I don't work, I don't earn by how many miles I drive. I do not get cents per mile. I do not get a percentage of the load. I am a salaried employee. This company offered that. I took it. I drive the miles I need to drive, do the work I need to do. I don't stress about it. I don't worry about it. I don't cry about it. When I have to wait for a load, I'm bouncing off the wall, yeah, but it's not because I'm losing pay. It's because I'd rather be working. I just rather do my job. It's not because I'm losing money. All right. But it's a day. We are still at 5 degrees. Like I said, we're heading up into North Dakota, so the high today in North Dakota, I believe, was supposed to be 20 degrees there in Fargo. 8 temperature was feeling like -7 this morning. When we get up there Saturday or Sunday, Sunday into Monday, the temperature is going to be in the teens, around 7 or 8 degrees for a high. It's supposed to snow Saturday in Fargo. Hopefully, got to keep those fingers crossed. You got to keep the fingers crossed. Hopefully, there's no wind or really light wind. Well, yeah, whispers. That's the thing. When you're in a regular car, in an RV, 100 miles. Oh my God, it's been forever. But driving a truck, you got to do. That's part of the job. 10 and a half, 11 hours a day. You got to put that thing down. You got to make the miles up. Well, I got the heater, I got the APU, I got 3 blankets on the bed, all of them queen size on a double on a twin size bed. So all the blankets are doubled up, folded over in half. So not too bad. I mean, there have been a couple of times where I've actually been cold, but see, 2019, January 2019 in Chicago, when they had that Arctic blast come down, minus 58 degrees for the wind chill. The actual air temperature was minus 32. I was at a shipper, shipping out metal, in Schlumberg, near, right near on the outskirts of Chicago, a little bit on the west side of Chicago. Schlumberg, loading steel in the morning because they said it would be loaded in the evening. Had to wait till the morning to actually get loaded. The truck I had at that time did not have an APU. It had, but the engine would run all night. So the engine ran all night, but what did not produce any heat. Yeah, it was kind of cold, 4 thick blankets, wore a wool hat on my head, underwear, socks, pajamas, some mittens on my hands. Not exactly comfortable at all, And unfortunately, the way I had to park was directly into the wind. I can't say the wind was out of the northwest, but the direction I was facing, in all the surrounding buildings and trees, the wind was actually coming from the southeast or southwest, and I was faced southwest. It was right into my radiator, so it was not retaining any heat in the engine. Ross Romes, how you doing, sir? So this little Penny Annie, it's going to be in the teens overnight, or near zero for overnight, with hopefully light winds. Shouldn't be that bad. Shouldn't be that bad. But either way, we will do. I do not use a electric blanket. I know I said I have a reflective blanket underneath the mattress. One of them emergency blankets, I have that underneath the mattress. Then the mattress, sheets. I have 3 good heavy blankets on top. And if I need to, I'll put on socks and a hat. I have the heater going. I'll set it up at like 80 degrees, have it blow all night. I got reflective bubble wrapping that I put in the windows here in the front. That helps to reflect out the cold, reflect in the heat. If I really, 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 really need to, I'll pull the dividing curtain behind the driver's seat and the sleeper in back to retain even more heat. Plus, I'll have my hot plate. I'll always have a cup of hot chocolate. If I need to warm up, a cup of hot soup. If I need to warm up, as fast as possible. The main problem I'm going to have is in the morning. I'm going to have to scrape ice off the windows. That'll be the main thing in the morning. I'll have to scrape ice off the windows. I'll have to spend a little bit more time heating the truck up to melt that ice and scrape it off. All right, 27 miles. We're going to get off at exit 23, Illinois 4, Muscatine, Lebanon, Illinois, which we're going to go through Lebanon. We're going to cross over some railroad tracks. We're going to climb up the hill in town. There's a stoplight at the top of the hill from north and south. East and west, it's kind of flat, but north and south, you got to go uphill, stop at the light, and then it's downhill right after you pass through the light. Town of Lebanon, we'll pass through that. We'll get up to I-55. We'll take that up past Springfield, up to Peoria. We'll go around the south side of Peoria on 474. We'll head up towards Moline and Davenport, right at the Iowa border. I-80, we'll take that out to Iowa 80 in Walcott, Iowa. We're going to stop there. A minimum, do a 30-minute break, minimum. And then I'll decide whether I want to go on from there to Evansdale or somewhere up near Waterloo, Iowa. Park there for the night. But we should make Fargo no problem, no matter where I stop in Waterloo or I stop in Walcott. Either way, I should have little trouble getting up to Fargo. And then, like I said, we don't deliver until Monday, so. Either way, this tractor is gonna get where it needs to be safely, legally. Not as fast as it should have been because I got delayed getting an airbag replaced on my trailer. So that was 6 days there waiting for that. I should have left Sunday. So I'm a good 4 days behind schedule. I mean, I should have delivered this on Wednesday morning. It's when I should have delivered this. But it is what it is. All right, let's see what we got here. Little Crooked Creek. Not as crooked as they say it is. Let your blinker blink. Move over slowly when you have a truck length fully in the lane. Then you turn your turn signal off. That's how you change lanes. And St. Louis Airport Police Unit, K9 unit. Alright, what I really need to find is a Walmart. Well, I can get my internet taken care of because I got to do screwy things to get it to work now. But we will do our best to get that done. And it's still 35 degrees. It really hasn't changed since this morning when I was in Paducah, Kentucky. Yeah, it sounds like I got a little bit of wind outside. Come on, Hennef, stay on your side, please. Stay in your lane, please, Hennef. You should be staying up to the right anyway. He's riding that white line like he owns it. All right, well. Besides taking care of the internet, when I find a Walmart that I can get into. There's also a few things I want to pick up food-wise. We are going to try to do some live stream cooking. Because unfortunately with the internet the way it's been acting for me and blah blah blah, haven't been able to do a whole lot of cooking live streams lately, so we're going to try to do that again. So we will give that an attempt. Now, unfortunately, I have to see if there's a StreamYard app for the phone that I can do streaming to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. If it is, I'll try that way. If not, it'll be either or. But we're gonna do a little bit of cooking this weekend. I do have some dumpling wrappers. So one of the things I want to make is I want to make some Japanese dumplings called gyoza, G-Y-O-Z-A, gyoza. I want to make my own filling. And then wrap them in the dumpling wrappers and cook those. So I got a couple of dumpling recipes, filling recipes I want to try. Excuse me. We are in the fast lane. Why are we braking? Oh, there's a police officer up here? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it'd be a real shame to do the speed limit. Oh my goodness. It's 70 miles an hour. Simply don't exceed 70 miles an hour and you're okay. You don't slow down to 60, that's dangerous on the highway when the speed limit is 70. Lord. All right, in front of his bumper, let my turn signal blink, got a truck length, over nice and slow, fully in the lane, then turn off your turn signal. Simple, simple, simple. Everybody wins. What I really want to eat, besides the now I was going to have chili dogs last night. I did talk about that, but got in at 8:20. I got into the sleeper berth. I was tired. I went in to use the facilities, grabbed me something to drink, and then just decided at the last minute, no, I don't want to cook even chili dogs. I just went to the Subway there at the Pilot here in Paducah and had that. So I still got chili dogs on the mind. So I might do that tonight, maybe. But as with usual, that's how I feel at the time. So we got about 2 hours of driving up to our stop up here in Lincoln. Well, that's where I'm stopping. Yeah. Thornton's. Number 369, Thornton's, which I believe is Lincoln, Illinois. We're going to pop in there, do a load check. That'll leave about almost 3.5 hours that I can drive before I need a 30-minute break. That's more than enough time. My World, My Way, Helen. Yes, ma'am. Good day to you. Nice blue skies. I wish it was a bit warmer, but it's winter time, so there you go. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Damiansville. Albers, Illinois. Here off of I-64, we're heading west. Well, a little bit northwest right at the moment, but generally westbound towards St. Louis. But in about 12 miles, we're going to get off of the highway. We're going to get on the state road, the county road, local road. We're going to cut the corner so we can get up onto I-55, heading away from St. Louis instead of towards St. Louis. But that way we continue our way north. Up to Springfield, then Peoria, past Galesburg, Illinois, up to Moline, Davenport, Rock Island, and then Walcott, Iowa. So we still got 131 miles up to Lincoln. Then we got about 155 miles from there to Walcott. Then, like I said, I'll see how I feel whether I want to go on from there. But for the most part, we're having a good day. Slept relatively well. Woke up, I didn't even have the alarm set. Woke up, got myself awake and alert. Inspected my trucks, got my truck set up with the lights and the flags and everything needed to be legal here in Illinois. Printed out my new non-expired permit to be able to take this oversized load here in Illinois. First thing I did was, after I got my truck inspected, was go up to and get the truck filled with fuel and diesel exhaust fluid, and just making my way up the road. Not going to stress about go, go, go. Just going to go. Right now, like I said, we're on I-64 right now, heading towards St. Louis. Exit 23 here in about 8 miles. We're going to take Illinois 4 up through the town of Lebanon to I-55, and then we're going to be going all the way up till we get to I-74 there near Peoria, and then 74 over all the way to the border with Illinois, with Iowa on I-80, and then over to Iowa 80 truck stop, at least for a 30-minute break. See, a nice little place right next to a little pond, nice little small lake here. That'd be ideal, except it's right next to the highway. That's the worst part about that. But I wouldn't mind having something like that on a piece of property of mine. Nice little small cabin. Little dock. Surrounded by trees. Nice and quiet. Plenty of water to swim and enjoy. Watch the birds landing in it. You know, just, you know, that little bit of simplicity would be just fine by me. Yeah, Brad Park, sorry I didn't see you there either. Miss Renee, good morning. Sorry, the sun glare on the phone is not letting me see the text, so. Plus I have to send my eyes on the road more than on the phone anyway, so. I try just to glance at it like I glance at my speedometer, glance at my mirrors. Try to keep it to a minimum. New Baden, B-A-D-E-N, New Baden, Illinois. We're going up here to Muscataw, M-A-S-C-O-U-T-A-H, Muscataw. Well, that's the way I would pronounce it, being from Baltimore. We are going up to Fargo. All right, another less than 5 miles up here. We're gonna up at exit 23. A little bit on the back roads here. Let's see. Well, Janet A., it's gonna be cold. So tomorrow, the high is supposed to be 20 degrees in Fargo. They're supposed to have snow tomorrow, so I'll probably be running into a little bit of that when I get up there. Sunday and Monday, it's supposed to be like a high of 7 or 8 degrees. So it's going to be a bit cold. But a little over, just about a month ago, I was in Fargo with a blizzard. So minus 30 degrees, 35, 37 mile an hour winds, blowing snow. That was fun. But that's really the hardest part of my job. You know, being a truck driver, dealing with the weather is really the hardest part of my job. Well, Janet, you know, I'm out in West Texas all the time. Seguin, out near, well, where else? You know, past Amarillo, you know, well, I can't say Amarillo, but past, you know, Seguin, out that direction. I've been out there many a times. You know, I-20, I-10, El Paso, I'm in a lot.
In 2 miles, take exit 23 on the right, onto Route 4 north toward Mescleta.
Yeah, it doesn't get quite that cold out there. But it still is not, you know, my kind of area to be in. Fargo, North Dakota, South Dakota, you know, that's all. It's all flat and dry, and you know, it's blobby. I mean, I got family that lives in Texas. A good number of Texas born. One generation before me was born in Odessa. I got family near Kerrville. I got family up in Brownwood. So I got family in Texas. You know, they've been there for longer than I've been alive. But Texas is just not my speed. Northwest Montana up near Lake Flathead.
In half a mile,
That's where I am going. That's where I'm going to settle down. You know, trees, mountains, lakes, winter time. Not too hot in the summer. You know. Yep, been to Midland and Texas and Odessa many a times. I've been through there. A lot of oil. I mean, it's almost impossible to get a parking spot there sometimes. Okay, exit 23, Muscatine, Illinois 4. I mean, don't get me wrong, Texas has beautiful country. It has places that I enjoy driving through, but I'm just not, I'm too much of a Northeast Yankee from Maryland to truly enjoy it as a steady diet. You know, I enjoy a drive through the desert once in a while. I enjoy seeing the cactus and the scrubland and the, you know, flat nothing. But I could not live there. I couldn't actually, you know, the psychological thing, waking up and seeing nothing. I mean, imagine this field here stretched out to the horizon for hundreds of miles everywhere you go. No thanks. I want trees, I want hills, I want streams and lakes and whatnot. Yeah, mesquite trees, God put those on earth to make our barbecue better. That's it. Well, like I said, it is Illinois. It's the Plain States. It's farming country. Cornfield off to our left and right. All right, so we are coming up on the town of Lebanon up here in a little bit. 25 miles to go till we get to I-55. Set our cruise control here at 55 miles an hour because that's the speed limit we can go, and I don't feel like having somebody coming out of one of these driveways or whatnot, and I'm looking like a jerk going too fast. I'll look like a jerk going the speed limit. Oak Grove School Road. Little Silver Creek. And Silver Creek, whenever I see that, no matter where I go in America, and I see something that says Silver Creek, I think back to where my grandparents lived in Baltimore, Maryland, where I lived for a number of years, where I was born. We lived in the Silver Creek community. Pikesville, which is on the outside, just inside the Baltimore Beltway, outside of the city of in Baltimore County, outside of Baltimore City, northwest corner. So whenever I see Silver Creek, I always think about that. All right, Lebanon. Got the railroad tracks. They're out of service, but they still got them in the road here. So I don't know why they don't pull them up and be done with it, but there you go. All right. All right, like I said, here, you want a hill, you want a mountain, here it is in Lebanon. Go up the hill, stoplight. Then as soon as you get over top of through the stoplight, you're right back downhill. Welcome to historic Lebanon since 1814. So not too many years after the signing of the Constitution, this town was founded. A little bit of a steep hill, so hopefully we don't get caught by the light. And we are good. So up to the top of the hill and immediately down again. Goofy, absolutely goofy. Alrighty. So like I said, up here to I-55. pretty much straight as an arrow for the most part. You know, there's a little bit of twist or turn here and there, but for the most part, due north here on Illinois 4. But I've been up and down this road, I want to say 11 times now. I think this is my 11th trip up and down this road. And they do put a lot of oversized loads like I am right now on this road. Oh yeah, my world, my way, Helen. Yes, it can do that. It, you know, going from a right side drive vehicle to a left side drive vehicle. Yes, having to make your brain, when you turn a corner, make sure you're turning into the correct lane. That's a big thing. Developing your hand-eye coordination to the opposite side. That's a thing. A little bit faster than usual, but just to give me a little bit of oomph to get up this hill so I don't slow anybody else down behind me. That little hill right there, I lost about 8 miles per hour going up that little hill. And being as I got traffic behind me, I really don't want to be slowing them down either. So yes, I'm going to exceed the speed limit a tiny bit, but that's safer than slowing down too much. Right on that hill right there, we lost 5 miles per hour. But a little drive in the old countryside. Madison County, Illinois. Lost 7 miles per hour going up that hill. When you weigh 70,000 something pounds, about 68,000 pounds what I weigh now, but when you weigh that kind of weight, a hill will slow you down. See, out here in the country, away from the main highways, it definitely is a little bit nicer. Well, Helen, yeah, I mean, you got to remember the United States is so young compared to anywhere in Europe. I mean, the land has been settled in Europe for thousands of years. You know, a lot of the property lines have been drawn 500 years plus. I mean, North America being quote unquote settled by European descendants. Let's see, St. Augustine, Florida is the oldest city in North America. Yeah, Quebec is pretty old. The very northeast, Massachusetts, Philadelphia, down into Maryland. You're going back in the 1600s, early 1600s. 1610, 1612. So, we have a whole lot of space. We're a very young country compared to a lot. So, the roads get wider, they get repaired probably a little bit more often. We don't have the constraint of space. So, it definitely helps. I mean, my truck right now, the way it's set up with the load I have, I'm sitting at approximately 10 foot wide on the load, but with my flags out, my flags are reaching out to being 11 foot. Now the road itself is around 11 to 12 foot wide. Then of course you got the little bit of the shoulder on the side and the width of the the striping in the middle. So there are times where it can be a little bit too narrow, but you typically nothing like you're going to get in the cities, or like you said, like anywhere in Europe, your roads are typically going to be smaller. But this is kind of your typical quote unquote rural road. It's out in the farmland. Got a little bit of a shoulder, one lane each way. It's not too bad. As long as people just pay attention to what they're doing, keep their vehicle under control. To just not try to be in such a hurry, it usually works. All right. We are coming up on Interstate I-70. Just about 2.5 miles. Well, I'm sorry you've already missed it. You'll have to watch the replay. You have to watch the replay for my rant. I got cut off by an idiot who decided he wanted just to pull right in front of me, using some bad driving practices. So you'll have to watch the replay on that one. All right, just over the little bit of a bump here, you can see I-70, which goes east to west, all the way across the country. for the most part. From Baltimore, Maryland, all the way out, I believe it stops in Barstow, all the way out in California. But we're not going to be getting on I-70. We're going to cross right over top of it. We're heading up to I-55, which is about 13 miles from where we are right now. So we still got 106 miles to Lincoln, Illinois, where we're going to stop and check our load. Then we got 155 miles after that up to Iowa 80 in Walcott, Iowa. And it's going to be about another 4 hours before we get to Walcott, Iowa. So what time is it now? It is 11:02 a.m. So we'll get to Walcott, Iowa at just about 3 p.m. East St. Louis. Take a left. But this is the kind of road I prefer driving on. You know, the interstate is boring. The interstate, yeah, may have more truck services. I can go faster, but it's boring. It really is, you know. I'd rather be out here where I can look at the farms. I can look at the smaller towns, you know, the little bit of visual interest, you know. It's just more enjoyable for me to drive on a road like this. Now, a lot of truck drivers, oh, it's so twisty and turny and going too slow. Oh my God, I got stoplights, you know. Oh my God, it's so horrible. You know, not for me. I like the back roads. I enjoy it, you know, so. All right, we got a stop sign up here in the middle of nowhere. Junction, Iowa, or Illinois, sorry, Illinois 143. Edwardsville off to the left, Marine off to the right, west and east respectively. Look left, look right, look left again. Which I learned that lesson pretty clearly on this road. I don't know, about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, something like that. I was heading south, so coming from where we're going. Got up to that stoplight or stop sign, looked left, looked right. By the time I looked left again, there was a car. He must have been doing about 100 something miles an hour, because he just flew through that intersection like a bat out of hell. I mean, it was scary. If I did not look to that left again and just went ahead and gone, he would have ran right into me. Would have destroyed my truck, my load, probably hurt me. He more than likely would have been dead because he would have run right into the side of me. And call me crazy, but I'm not really, I wouldn't really be happy about that. Guinea pigs. Well, I thank you very much for that. I thank you for that compliment. I appreciate that. I mean, I like to be a professional in any job I've ever done. Whether it was my very first job, cutting weeds and scrubbing toilets, or this job. You know, you gotta be a professional. You gotta do it correctly. You know, number one, I don't want to get hurt. That's the number one thing. I don't want to be hurt. Now, everybody who benefits from my keeping myself safe, outstanding. If I'm not doing something stupid, they're going to benefit. So like right now, here we are. These people who have passed me, the road is 55 miles an hour speed limit. I'm doing 55 miles an hour. There is no reason whatsoever to pass me. None. People are going to do it like this. We got this Cadillac behind me wanting to pass, trying to pass on a curve. Moron. Because people are just in too much of a hurry. Too selfish at the moment. I don't want to be behind that big truck. Heaven forbid that the big truck is in front of me. I have to be in front of them. And here he goes. Speed limit's 55. He's doing 65. For no reason. He has nowhere to be. That's not a fire engine. That's not an ambulance. That's not a police car. You're not a super spy like James Bond. There's nowhere you need to be. Just wait. 7 miles up the road, I'll be out of your way. Just wait. Now, I went through that phase when I was 18 years old, 19. I went through that phase, I'm going to drive fast, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I quickly grew out of it because I didn't see any advantage to it. Wait a minute. I drove like an idiot sooner than I... What was the point? You know, do I want to be going 55? Do I think I can go down this road safely at 60 miles an hour? Yes. Are there roads in America that I think are ridiculously? Does that mean I go ahead and just throw the rules out the window and do whatever the hell I please? No. Well, just pass by nice and safe. Use your blinker. Well, thank you for coming in anyway. Illinois 4. Coming up on I-55 near Staunton, Illinois. Crossing the Silver Creek again. you know, this is, like I said, this is just a typical day trucking. You know, the only reason I'm not on the main highway and going a different direction that is a tiny bit faster is because the permit I have, you know, in here on my clipboard, the permit I have requires me to be on this road. So this is where I am. Now, once I leave Illinois and get into Iowa and Minnesota, I will have a little bit more largesse to go where I want, because I have annual permits in Minnesota and Iowa, so I can go almost any direction I want. What I have in Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Illinois, and North Dakota, they are single trip permits, so I am required to follow the directions they give me. All right, junction 140. Alton, Greenville. The sleep number guy needs to slow down a little bit more. Going a little bit too fast for that vehicle on the road. Yeah, ready. Interstate 55, 3 miles north. Yeah, nice and rough. You know, that's the thing about these trucks. They are not made for ride comfort. They are made for hauling weight. So even though I got air suspension, even though I got an air seat, it still can get a little bit of rough sometimes.
2 miles, turn right onto I-55 north toward I-55.
Okie dokie. 96 miles to go to our next destination. To do another load check. So about an hour and 25 minutes roughly to get there. Load check, use the old facilities as needs be. And we will proceed from there. I-55, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can see the trucks over here to my left on I-55. The ramp is on our right, so we're making a right-hand turn, get on the ramp, accelerate, merge to the left. So I am already looking at the traffic on the highway to see what I'm going to be encountering as I merge. And that's part of what helps to keep me safe. I don't care who I'm inconveniencing, I'm going to go safely. because I do not want to be in the hospital.
Onto I-55 north toward I-55.
Okay, we got a Greyhound bus. We got a grain hauler. We got a van truck up there with a black truck with a white van. So we will see those in the camera, I think, here in a moment. All right, I-55 north to Springfield.
Turn at the first right onto I-55 north toward I-55.
Here we go. All right, got our signal on. There's the Greyhound bus right there. Grain hauler's already passed. There's the dark truck with the white van trailer. But knowing that ahead of time helps me get on this highway safely. Watching my mirrors, merging properly. Everybody's a winner now. Nobody got hurt, nothing got broken. Everybody's going about their business. Well, if you are going to make TMC, from what I know, this TMC truck right there just passed me. TMC is a bit of sticklers with a few things. I did not get my flatbed training at TMC. I went to Melton Truck Lines and did my trucking. You know, I learned my securement, my flatbedding experience at Melton Truck Lines, which I enjoyed. If they had an oversized division, I would have stayed at Melton. But what I've seen of TMC, I can't really say anything too bad about it. But definitely do your research. Get the information you need. Don't get flabbergasted or frustrated with some of the rules you have to deal with. If TMC, you know, you start there and you find out you don't like it, stick around for at least a year, minimum, before you go to another company. Get all the knowledge and experience you can get out of them. Use the company, don't let the company use you. Alrighty. Well, we are on I-55, like I said, 90 miles to our next stop. We'll go ahead and cut this off here. It's been about an hour, something like that. So everybody just be safe. God bless. I probably will be doing a cooking video tonight, live stream. So hopefully to see you there. Join me on my Facebook group, Unapologetic Semi Kitchen. See the pictures I post of cooking there. And like I said, God bless. Everybody have a good, safe day.